Hi guys, good morning. It's an absolutely glorious day here today, and I'm going to go onto my Pinterest page, go down to my saved pins, and I'm just going to scroll randomly, I don't know, this many pages, and I'm going to hit that one, whatever that one turns out to be. That's what I'm going to do. Let's do Leef-e-vin. This is a Millie Gallagher pattern from way back in 2013. Millie is my inspiration. She's awesome. She has since passed away, but doesn't mean that we can't celebrate her life by following over her patterns. It's a really good, easy pattern to do. So the first thing we do is we're going to do a sort of a vine shape, right? Coming off of that, another one with a little loop at the end. And you just keep doing those until you've stacked them up however big you want them to be. Then coming off of each of those, each of those arms, you put a little stick. And then off of each of those, you draw a little leaf shape. And I like doing the sticks first because it does kind of, quote unquote, force you to end up with leaves that overlap, because if they're closer together, they overlap. I think it makes it a little bit more organic than if you put the leaves first and then put the little stick in there. And then you can shade this way. I like the way Ina's done this with a drop shadow behind. That's kind of cool. You can do shading with your pen. That's it. So we're going to do that one. I'm going to put it on one of my pages that I colored. I think it would work really, really well on this one or this one. Should we do it on this one? Maybe so. I'm going to turn on my light. That way my camera will stop fighting with focus. I ironed my paper, but it's still a little curly. See, it's got a little bit of a curve to it. It's not as bad as it was. It was really bad. It was all super wrinkly. If you do watercolors on paper, you may have to stop and iron them before you work on them. And let's see. Let's use a number 7 today. I'm going to use a number 7. And I'm going to use this spiral as my kind of guide as to where I want to put my veins. And I'm just going to start in the middle. And I'm going to go like that. So this is just going to be where I stick my initial branches. They're just kind of following this curve. Some of them are going to go inward and some of them will go outward. And I'm just going to kind of follow that line there. got stuck there. Like that. Okay, we'll start with that. And then I'm going to take my thinner pen. Let's do the 02, really thin one. I'm going to put those little branchy bits wherever I feel like it needs them. This is going to end up with a lot of leaves on it just because I'm feeling like that. Let's do a question from the book. I already did those questions. My page must have moved. If everything in the world had to have the same odor, what scent would you want it to be? I wouldn't want everything to smell the same. Aren't smells just glorious? I mean, like I don't drink coffee, but I think coffee smells absolutely glorious. And I wouldn't want coffee to smell like roses. Roses are my favorite, one of my favorite floral fragrances, but not my only favorite floral fragrance. As a matter of fact, I love carnation as a fragrance, gardenia as a fragrance. That looks like enough. It looks like enough leaf bits, doesn't it? And then I'm going to go in with a number 5. See, these were number 2 to get a nice thin line. This was a 7 for that deeper line. I'm going to do with a number 5 for the leaves. But gosh, would you really want everything to smell the same? No. I wouldn't. Okay, so now my leafy shape needs to be just sort of and it comes all the way to the bottom of the stem. Okay, just kind of like that. That's all there is to it, a leafy shape. Next question. Because I don't want all the things in the world to smell the same. There are some odors that I would rather not smell ever again in my life, but I wouldn't want everything to smell the same. If you could give your parents one gift, what would you give them? Well, if it didn't have to be a physical, actual thing, I think I would give them the gift of good health. But if it had to be something tangible that I actually had to give, what would I want to give them? Money's no object in this guessing game, right? What would I gift? Well, it kind of goes along with good health. Right now, they are not in good enough health that I would gift them a vacation with me. I would like a memory, and I would want to gift a vacation, but they're not currently in good enough health to travel extensively like they used to. And I do believe they miss it. They live vicariously through us. When we say we're going on another trip, they like to see pictures and listen to our experiences of what happened on our adventures. Absolutely. See how I'm just kind of going around and just putting them wherever that little stick ended up being. So far, so good. I like what's happening here. As I come into here, these will start overlapping too, which will be cool. This is a big one. I think I want this one on top of it. That. Like that? I think so. Something like that. Okay, another question. If you were to receive one honorary degree in your lifetime, which university would you prefer and for what accomplishment? Didn't we have this question before? I feel like we did. Yeah, I feel like we've done that question before. I don't have a particular university that just like leaps to mind that says it would be awesome if you had a honorarium from there. Any university wouldn't make any difference. If there's a university out there want to you want to honor me in some fashion, I'll take it. And of course, it would have to be in art. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it just have to be in art? Of course it would. Degree in art. Then I could say professional artist, because then I would have a degree. I'd be able to say, yeah, you guys have to listen to me because I have a degree. Now, since it's an honorarium, would people have to know that? Of course they would, because I always tell the truth. Things like that, but, you know, it's kind of like those people who have doctor at the end of their name, and they are a doctor, but perhaps they are a PhD, I don't know, in botany or biology or something, and then they're trying to tell you, or maybe they're a psychologist. Let's say that they got a lovely degree in psychology, which is a very difficult thing to get. Not putting it down. But then that doctor touts some sort of medical thing, and he says, you know, Dr. So-and-so's patent and such and such. Well, they omit the fact that they are not a doctor in medicine. They're a doctor in some other capacity. I think a lot of those Dr. So-and-so, doctor of what? They're a doctor of dentistry, and they're trying to tell you how to, you know, cure cancer. I don't think so. You know, does that mean that they are not a good doctor of dentistry? No, that doesn't. It just means that they are not qualified to be a medical doctor for, you know, curing your cancer. Oh, I'm going to sneeze again. Hopefully I covered that microphone enough so that you didn't get a big old schnozzle in your ear. I apologize for that. The wind's been blowing the last couple of days. It is not blowing today, and it's a beautiful temperature, and it is just glorious outside and making me happy and feeling leafy. But it has also stirred up all the pollens in the air, and I am now sneezing. One here and one here. Okay, what do we think? That's very, very, very leafy. I feel like I want to put some color on there, but I'm not sure that I want to use. Do I want to use paint? Do I want to use marker? Do I want to use colored pencil? Let's use marker. And let's go with kind of bluey greens. Greeny greens, olivey greens. I don't know. Should I go with yellowy greens? Should I go with like that? Let's just play with those greens on the back of the page and see what colors those turn out to be on this paper. That's very blue. That's a nice green. I like that one. Ooh, that's a good dark green. Oh no, that's neon. Nope, nope, not the vibe. That's also kind of a bright yellowy green. Not the vibe. I think I want to stay away from the greens that are too on the yellow side. I want to err on the way of blue, but I think that's too blue. That's more like turquoise. Let's go with these three colors. I think these three will be nice together. The medium, the dark, and the light. I think those three go together very, very well. Okay. So let's pick a light source, and we are going to put a shadow here. I guess this is the way it's going to live. That's the way I'm kind of shading it. All right, let's see. If you could have given one speech in history, which one would you pick? We did do this. We did this page. Did I go back a page? I think I might have. Somehow I did that page. Maybe I skipped a page somewhere along the way. If you had to name the worst job in the world, what would it be? I think anything that has to do with sewage. Sewage treatment worker. Yeah. Plumber. Hats off to the plumbers who have to unclog people's toilets. Let me tell you. Just nastiness. I'm sure there are other jobs out there that I would not want, but I'm going to go with that one. That comes first to mind. Am I being consistent with this? Probably not. It's all right. Having fun. That's what all art's all about, you know. It's just having fun. Pick up your art supplies and have fun. Doesn't make that much difference if it comes out perfect or if it's a masterpiece. Not every piece of art has to be a masterpiece, but if you picked up your supplies, your pen, your pencil, your paints, your chalk, whatever thing your medium is, glue and collage, whatever it is, doesn't matter. If you've done it and you've enjoyed yourself for the day, then it was worthwhile. Absolutely. 100%. Does it need to be perfect? No, it doesn't. It's okay if it's not. Matter of fact, I think it's better if it's not, because, people are not perfect. That looks good. I like that. So far, so good. I want to do this lighter color on the other side. Just like that. Easy peasy. No stress. No hard and fast things happening here. It is what it is. Do I go over little lines a little bit? Maybe. Do I miss a spot? Maybe. It's okay. Just want to get this green in there. And then I'm going to take that medium color and I'm going to do the swirl. And I'll have all three colors on this page. The lights, the darks, and the medium. I want to thank you guys for watching my videos and for letting the ads run. I got my latest payout from YouTube, and with that money I'm going to make a purchase of some fabric paints, or I guess technically it's not fabric paints, it's leather paints, but you can use it on canvas and stuff. And so I'm going to purchase some of that and use it on a hat. I want to color a hat. It's really what I want to do. I want to paint on a hat, and I'm trying to get it done before I leave on vacation. Not sure if I'll get that far though. It's kind of medium-y green. That is the vine. Could I have colored it in sort of pinks and purples and kind of gone with what's already on the page? I guess I could have, but I don't know. This just felt right to me. There we go. I like it. I think that's pretty. Okay, I'm happy with how that turned out. I need to sign it. I need to put, what is it called? Leaf-e-vin. Leaf-e-vin. Doesn't really matter which direction you look at it. I'm going to put it this way. I'm going to sign it down here. And then I'm going to put Leefevin. Alright, there we go. I like it. What do you guys think? I could have done a different thing, but I like what happened with my spiral. I'm enjoying the just sort of raw organicness of the watercolors as they just kind of spread. Yeah, I'm probably going to be doing that for a couple more videos because I really am enjoying myself. You guys have a great day. Go do something nice for someone today and make the world a better place, one person at a time. I will see you on the next video, and have a blessed one. See you later. Bye-bye.